What's up, tubers? It's your boy Itchy, and I've got a great unboxing for you. In this one, we're gonna get cold, or at least we're gonna be cooled, and we'll see what's in the box right after this. Alright guys, so check this out. I decided, and you can see from the actual title of this video, I decided to get a new cooler for my computer, and there was a couple of reasons behind that. One was that the H60 that I currently have just didn't quite cool as much as I would like, and I had a choice. I could have actually went with an H100i, and I chose to go with the H80i simply out of my current power situation and because of my current video card needs. Since I am only running a single GPU or graphics card, I decided that I was going to stick with my HX650 at least for a little while and go with the H80i until it didn't cool enough for me. I could do the overclock that I need with this particular cooler. Damn, I was finna say power supply. I'm gonna forget what I was saying. I can do the actual overclock that I need with this particular cooler, and it'll actually cool a lot better due to its larger radiator size than my current cooler, the H60, which is not the I. And the I is for the interface that you actually get, which is CPU monitoring. It's a program that Corsair has that you can use for real-time monitoring of the temps of your computer system. So here's the actual device itself. Let's flip it around. Bada bing, bada boom. Corsair H80i. And as you can see right off the bat, the radiator is much bigger than my H60 radiator. Everything else looks almost exactly the same. On the side, it talks about specifications of this particular cooler, the fans you get with it, and the actual difference in cooling that you'll get. And here's the performance module. And that's about where I want to be, but I'm actually going to go to a 4.8 overclock versus a 4.6 on my 3770K. So without further ado, let's actually get into this box and see what this thing looks like. This is on my Hackintosh system, and I'm just being goofy now, trying to find that perfect balance, and I'm going to slowly start to update parts as I go. The power supply will be the next part. I just don't know when. I guess once this power supply actually does die, I'll go ahead and update it. But until then, I'm going to stick with it because I don't want to spend any more money right now on computer components, because I got a lot of stuff to buy before this year is up. When you open the box, the first thing that you are greeted with is the Corsair Solutions Guide, and it talks to you about everything that they actually, well, it talks to you about a number of things that they sell. That's sexy. Talks about their warranty, talks about the quick start setup guide, which is really cool. This will work with an AMD and an Intel chipset board, and I am currently rocking the 1155 socket. So this guy will adjust no problem and work. I probably actually can even use the back plate from my other one because I think they're actually very similar. You also already have your thermal. Let me take it out the bag so I can show you. Right off the bat, you can see this radiator is massive. And I'll take this other one off in a second so that you guys will get a fair comparison. You've already got your thermal paste applied, high quality stuff, which is cool. You've got your fan monitor hookups right there, which is cool. And this is the plug this one plugs into a USB 2, and this one right here plugs into the CPU port on your motherboard, this little one. And that's pretty much it, and you bolt this guy on. You got your two fans in here to do your push-pull. And should have some mounting hardware in here as well. Here's the magnetic front cover, and this just snaps across the top. The part that fits over the CPU. This is the backplate portion that goes on, and I'm pretty sure this is the same. This is AMD, this is Intel. I'm pretty sure it's the same as the one that I've got on there now. And if so, I'm not going to change that out. I just need to double check that they're the same as the one that came with the H60. Let me clarify. Here's the actual fan hookups for this guy. And let's see what else we got. Mountain hardware. So there you go. So let me pull this other cooler off so we can compare them, and I'll be right back. So stand by. Alright guys, so check it out. I've got the H60 off, and I've got the, make sure I'm saying it right. Yeah, I got the H60 off, and I've got the H80i in my hand, and as you can see the difference in the radiator size, it's like 2 of these guys, so not even close. So it should cool substantially better. And the back plate is exactly the same, so I'm not going to change that. I'm going to get ready to mount this bigger guy to my rig, and we'll go from there. So stand by. I've got to use some alcohol and clean off my processor, because that's what you get once you've had a processor attached. But overall, this guy served me well, but I'll use it as a backup cooler. But I'm just going to box it up and just have it. So time to go to the big guys. Alright guys, so check it out. I've installed the H80i, and it's in my system now, and we're doing a push-pull. So what we're doing is basically pulling all the air out of the case, and looks to be working pretty good. And what I'm actually doing is I'm pushing air down with these 2 fans. So I'm pushing air down and then pushing it all out the back of the case. And these 2 fans right here are pushing air down as well, that are on my graphics card. So everything's going up and out of the case. And there's a little bit of gap between my desk here, so everything should be nice and cool. And these 2 fans right here that you can hardly see are actually pushing air in too. So all of the air is going in and out, in and out. So it's working well. And these 2 fans up top are important. Ow. Because they're pushing cool air into the case, which is cool. That also helps with cooling. And everything seems to be working. And I've got a light on the Corsair on the H80, so everything looks to be operational. And let me just check for a second here. Yep, all fans are operational, so everything looks pretty good right now. I've got to button up a few things with a few zip ties, but otherwise the install is fairly neat at this point. My HX650 has not died yet, so I'm going to keep using it. And that's what we got. And I've still got a few more drives to add at this point. And hopefully I'll add one more SSD real soon. But I've got one here for my Windows, one here for my Macintosh, and a couple of 7200 2TB drives. So actually 3 2TB drives, 7200s that are in here currently. So that's what we're rocking. That's what I got. Graphics cards, a 680 Asus. I forget what you call this thing. It's their big one, GTX 680 GeForce, and this is the Direct CU is what it's called. And I'm running a gigabyte motherboard.